on our deadlift day, we front squatted first, and what we've had really good success with, and I'll go into the why of this in a minute, we would front squat, and the variation would be a 4-week mini cycle. We would do a heavy single, and we would track the PR on it. We would do a heavy triple, and again, track the PR. Third week would be a paused single, and then the fourth week would be a paused triple. Now, we've done things to make, create a longer cycle where we would add the cambered bar, safety squat bar, and put it in the front squat position. And I understand that technically that when you have the safety squat bar in the front squat position, that it's not technically a front squat. Got it, But there was a reason why we did that. But that's another conversation. What I'm telling you, this is what we did when Jeremy was training with us. So after we front squatted, we would do a trap bar deadlift. And the rotation would be a single raised handle, a triple raised handle, a single flat handle, and a single or a triple flat handle. And so we would use the front squat and trap bar as our power movements. And I know a lot of people are frowning, and that's okay. The reason why we did that, where you're pre-exhausted, is in a meet, you're going to have squatted and probably weighted, unless it's a USA powerlifting meet where you're done lifting in 3 hours. There are some other federations that move fairly quickly, but by and large, if you're lifting in a different federation, it's an all-day event, and so there's fatigue that comes into play. And what I found is we've had people that would train deadlift, and they're nice and fresh, and they hit these ginormous deadlifts, but it never happened in a meet. And a lot of times the reason why is because you've squatted and weighted, you've benched and weighted, and now you're trying to get all hyped back up for deadlift. And there's just so many variables that you don't find when you're training. So what I did, the reason why I developed this, is we could get we could get stronger with the front squat, which has always helped my deadlift. And again, it gives us another squat variation 72 hours after we've squatted. And then the trap bar, it allows you to overload the deadlift in a manner that's safer because of the positioning of the deadlift, even with the flat handle. There's inherent risk with everything, but again, we were lifting more weight with the trap bar than we were with the straight bar, and there's a lot of variables there. I firmly believe that you can condition the central nervous system as long as you don't go crazy. And then again, you get really strong pulling power, same like you do with the close grip decline. So that's why it was developed that way. And our training percentages generally run between 70 and 90%, and we do singles. So the primary focus when we were training deadlift at that point, because it's the third movement, is you're pre-exhausted and fatigued, and now the primary focus is on your technique and your form. Strength will come. Now, I will tell you, what this also does is, just like someone asked why the 668 rep range for bench and dropping weight and going up in reps versus, say, dropping reps and staying the same weight. And the simple answer to that is conditioning. So many lifters, Louis Simmons, this is one of the lessons I learned from Louis Simmons. My methodology and my pathway is just a little different, trying to get to the same place. By and large, even recreational power lifters have no work capacity. And I think Jeremy would tell you that is something that he struggled with out of the gate. There was so little volume in the program that he was using prior that it took him a while to get up to speed. Now, he did. I mean, to his credit, he certainly did. But, that takes a little bit of time. So that's what we did with deadlift. After deadlift, we would use chains. There's the accommodating resistance. And it would be dropped 10% from whatever we were training on that particular day. And we would do 3 sets of 2 and really work and focus on our technique and being dynamic. We would do stiff leg deadlift with a kettlebell. Nowadays, we'll do some RDLs. I've done RDLs in the past, and Again, calf, tibia, we might do a little hamstring work, but with all the pulling and everything, you know, that's where we left it. And again, a little bit of ab work, and that was deadlift.